It was 21st May 2022. I gave my last board exam of class 10th on that day, which was of French. After I came out of the examination hall, I was full of happiness and joy because I knew this chapter of class 10th has finally finished and I'll be heading towards the NEET preparation. I was always a good student with respect to academics as I had great interest in studies, especially with science and English. So I continued my interest of science by picking up PCB in class 11, aspiring to become a doctor one day. But I was unaware of the challenges ahead of me. The first challenge that came was class 11, yes. So my board exams ended really late, that is in May, whereas usually board exams end in March. So I was little unlucky as I missed those 2 months, those crucial initial 2 months of the NEET preparation. Nevertheless, I started my NEET preparation in June with full energy and josh. I took an online coaching, which is PW, the Arjuna batch, if you guys know, and I started with the lectures. So the basic problem with me was physics, right? So I've mentioned it in almost all videos of mine that as a NEET aspirant, I was always scared of physics because I used to hate the numericals. Even in class 10th, my mathematics used to be so weak that I can't even tell you. Though I managed to get 95 marks in standard mathematics in the board exams of class 10. That's a different story. I'll talk about it in some other video. But right now, I'll be sharing my NEET journey with you all. This is Amirash, and I'm expecting 625 marks in this year's NEET 2024, which is, I think, enough for selection. I've made a video on the mistakes which I made during NEET preparation. You can check that out. And in this video, I'll be sharing my entire journey, a beautiful journey, a complex journey with you all. So if you're a NEET 2025 or 26 aspirant, you can actually take inspiration from my struggle, from my journey, and implement those interesting things which I'll be telling you, starting with the first day of my class 11th, which was 1st of June. So I basically started my preparation on 1st of June. I think 8th of June, I remember. PW's Arjuna batch had started at that time. So initially, I just thought let's do bio and chemistry for now because physics I was a little scared of. So I thought let's do it a little later. And as I was procrastinating with it, I thought I'll be studying my favorite subjects, biochemistry. So I started with it. I was understanding bio. I started reading NCRT. I used to highlight the important points of NCRT, and it continued. Okay, it was going fine. But in physics, somewhere or the other, I was making certain mistakes. That is, I was not practicing enough of MCQs, I think. Probably I needed more time for physics, which I was not giving to that subject. The reason was that my physics faltered. I skipped tests so often that I can't even tell you. I remember I didn't give any tests till September. So are you able to imagine? I started my NEET preparation in June until September. I didn't even give one test because I used to think I need to be perfect with the syllabus and then I'll be giving the test, which is absolutely wrong. You need to give the test side by side and then analyze the mistakes. Through those mistakes, you can cover the remaining chapters. You can practice more MCQ questions. So I was fine till here, like everything was going fine. But then came the real problem of physics, that is NLM. Right from NLM, the contact between me and physics started breaking. Motion in 1D and motion in 2D, I had done really well. But when NLM finally came, I broke down completely because I was not able to understand. Right. I'd see. I always say this that if a fish is asked to climb a tree, it'll always call himself or herself a foolish, right? That the fish is a fool because fish is made to swim underwater. That is the strength of the fish. So my strength was biology, chemistry. My strength was, let's say, public speaking. I was not good with physics. So you cannot expect the entire world to be good at everything. But since being a doctor required physics, I could not have skipped it. Even though I hated physics, I continued with it. I kept on putting little efforts, which was surely not sufficient for getting good marks in the test. So I gave my first test in October 2022 and scored 430 marks. So yeah, and my physics score was literally 50. 50 marks in physics. Bio was around 340. See, bio was always perfect of mine. I told you that I'm an academically good student. So bio was good. Chemistry also I used to get 120, 130 easily. Physics was so weak that I was not able to cross 500 marks. So what I did, stopped giving the tests that everyone does, which was a very big mistake. One of my seniors had told me that in chemistry, if you do chemical bonding and GOC nicely, your chemistry of class 11th will be successful. So I listened to him and I finished chemical bonding and GOC with full efforts. And this helped me so much in 12th that I cannot even tell you. So this chemical bonding GOC part helped me in 12th. Now, as 11th approached to the end, I started realizing that I'm seriously weak with physics. My entire second book was left, right from mechanical properties of solids to waves. So I did that through one shots of Alak Pandey sir through the Meet batch, and that's it. I just read the formulae ऊपर से ज़्यादा नहीं पढ़ा था मैंने. 11. So overall, you can say physics part got wasted. Biochemistry was perfect. I finished the entire syllabus of biology. Back in 2022, we used to have 22 chapters in biology and we used to have 14 chapters in chemistry. So I left a few hydrogen and environmental chemistry chapters. Rest I had completed. Now class 12 starts. So class 12 was the best period in my life because I learned so much in class 12 and I literally grew as a person, right? So in class 12, I bought the NEET batch of Physics Wala and started my preparation. I used to make notes, solve MCQs, and give the tests from time to time. Like I didn't even skip a single test. So how was my performance? So initially it was brilliant. I used to score 600 plus in almost all the tests. But slowly and slowly, as the syllabus increased, my marks dropped to 550. And after that, it was like stagnant. I was not able to increase my marks at all. Why? Because physics was weak. 11th physics, somewhere or the other, kept me below 600 for a long period of time until I found Tamanna ma'am. Yes, Tamanna ma'am, who teaches on NEET Adda, helped me a lot. She helped me massively in covering my physics syllabus. I attended her 7777 lectures plus her one shot series, and this helped me cover my syllabus. After that, I used to practice MCQs through MR search sessions, and in this way, my 11th physics at least became decent, if not perfect. And I'd never call myself a physics topper and not a neat topper because of physics, but biochemistry part was pretty good. So the entire 12th, I used to study every day, same energy, hoping for becoming a doctor one day, hoping to crack NEET in my first attempt. That was my main aim. So I never looked back. I never thought of giving up because I had the dream of becoming a doctor. Finally, it was January, February when I decided to give full syllabus mock tests. And guess what? My score was 500 or 550 for most of the tests. I was not able to understand that what should I do now to improve my score. I was studying a lot but not getting the result, which is very common. It happens, it will happen because the journey cannot be smooth. Your journey will have thousand obstacles, but you need to cross those thousand obstacles and then you'll see the bright light of success. This is what happens in our lives. We need to be really, really optimistic and positive about everything, about our approach. I started practicing more in physics, biology, chemistry. I was more focused towards the NCRT. I read every line of NCRT, tried to understand what NCRT is trying to say rather than just cramming everything up. So I did that. It helped me a lot. My bio score increased to 340, 345, 350. So this much I reached, which was chala nice for me. Right? Any of the Telugu speakers, Ella Naru, everybody. Um, so it was kind of difficult for me because in physics I was not scoring well. సో ఐ యూస్ టు థింక్ నేను ట్రై చేశాను కాబట్టి రిజల్ట్స్ షుడ్ బి అకార్డింగ్ టు మీ కానీ రిజల్ట్స్ వర్ నాట్ గోయింగ్ ఇన్ మై వే సో నేను చాలా సాడ్ ఉంది ఫర్ దాట్ పీరియడ్ ఆఫ్ టైం బట్ స్టిల్ ఐ డిసైడెడ్ కి ఐ కంటిన్యూ మై ఎఫర్ట్స్ ఇట్ మై స్టడీ అవర్స్ ఐ డిడ్ మోర్ ఆఫ్ సిక్యూ ప్రాక్టిస్ అండ్ ఫైనలీ క్రాస్డ్ 600 మార్క్స్. So after getting 600 plus in every mock test, I started thinking maybe I can get selected this year. But I had a doubt that what if physics turned out to be difficult this year, or what if I could not solve the question at that particular time during those 3 hours 20 minutes. And the same thing happened on the NEET day, that was 5th of May 2024. I was not able to solve most of the questions of physics, so I couldn't perform the best. I wanted 650 plus, but ended up at 625. I know it's the borderline score for the general category, but I won't give up. I'll wait till the last round of counseling, but take the college because I know the hard work I've put in. Taking myself from 50 marks to 130 marks in physics was difficult for me because I am a kind of person who cannot do physics at all. You ask Virat Kohli to study, or you ask, let's say, you ask somebody, let's say Google CEO Sundar Pichai, to play basketball, to compete in that. How it doesn't look good, right? So you're asking a medical aspirant to do physics, right? And your entire selection will depend on it. So it's unfair. But we can't do anything. And even in US, I have certain cousins and friends over there, and they say for becoming a doctor in US, physics is not necessary. And I feel so jealous about it. Reservation is another point which I'd like to pick up, that if there was no reservation, probably my rank and my score would fetch me a very good government medical college. But we can't do anything, right? We need to accept whatever is there in front of us. So don't worry, the borderline students who are scoring between 600 to 630, 100% hopes are there that you will get a college either through All India quota or state quota. So please don't give up. You've worked very hard, and I know you can get a college for sure. So please, please, please give your best, give your 100%. And I hope you liked my NEET journey. It was a very simple journey. I didn't take any drop. It was my first attempt, and I scored more marks than most of the droppers who score. Though I've seen people taking drops at 610, 615, 620 marks, but I'm not gonna take the drop because I can't do physics. Physics has finished my life. Sometimes I feel that half of the things I'm not able to do due to physics. I couldn't become the board topper due to physics. I ended up at 89, whereas in every other subject I got 95 plus. I couldn't do well in CUET because of physics. I couldn't do well in NEET due to physics. Somewhere or others, physics has spoiled my life, but can't say anything. Biochemistry were always there to my rescue. And even in MBBS, I'll be studying biology to the best possible way. And let's see, where do I get to college? Though I'm targeting South India. So if there is any South Indian, please let me know which colleges are the best. And my rank is 20,000 to 25,000. Between this, I'm expecting. So I hope I'll get a GMC in South India. Do let me know your marks in the description box, and we'll see. We'll meet each other in the next video. Bye bye.